Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm back. So I thought this would be a fun haul to do for this channel. I found some cool stores in Houston and I decided to go shopping today and get some stuff. So if you would like to see what I bought, continue to watch. So I went to two stores. The first store was called My Flaming Heart. And it was like I don't want to call it an oddity store, but there were oddities there, antiques and like crystals and stuff like that. So it was my type of store. So it's in Houston. It's downtown on Main Street. And I did link their website below if y'all want to check it out. So it's just called My Flaming Heart. So I didn't get too much, but I got some good stuff. Okay. So first thing I bought, I like how they wrapped it up. Right? Open it like it's a present. First thing I bought was this velvet bolero jacket. Isn't that beautiful? And it's the brand. Hold on. Here's the front. This is what the front looks like. And the sleeves. The brand is Double D Ranch Wear. True brand. I don't know if y'all heard of that, but it's authentic bolero and it's lined. So it's a good quality. I'm going to put it on because I'm just bougie like that. I'm just going to wear it. There I go. And it even has like a little clasp here. And you can like buckle it like that. Like so. This is not what I would wear it with, but I just want to show you what it would look like. Isn't it cute? It is. This is the only clasp on it, so the only buttons or clasps at the top. I'm going to leave it on for the duration of the haul. There's shoulder pads in it, so you can look like you got some shoulders. So I bought that. They had cowboy boots, some other weird clothing that looked like people made, and then they had some vintage clothes. Oh, the next thing I got was this sterling silver, or is it? I don't know if it's sterling, but it's silver bracelet. It's like calla lilies, and these are my favorite flowers when I was younger. So I didn't even see if I could fit it. I guess I should have before I bought it. Oh, you can adjust it. And there's just a price still on it. So you can adjust it to your size. So let me cut that off. And voila. That's cool. I'm glad it's adjustable. So I got that. Now, their jewelry, a lot of it is vintage from estate sales or something like that. Some of it's new, but a lot of it is vintage. So if you see something, for a higher price, it's probably from an estate sale or something very vintage. Okay. Next thing I got, I don't know what this is. Sasha got something too. Oh. This is cute. This is only 12 bucks. It's a key with a little clock face. And I don't think the clock works, so it always is very close to midnight. So it's just a key. And I thought this would be cute, like just displayed on my dresser or my vanity or something like that. So I'll show you what it looks like up close. It's kind of heavy. So it's just a decorative piece. I'm gonna put that, I'll probably just keep that there. It's in a nice little box. Next thing I bought, I don't know what this is, but we're gonna find out. They taped it and like they wrapped everything so nice. Don't you agree? This is, oh, Sasha bought this. It's a bead. It's a clay bead, or a ceramic bead, I should say, that looks like an alien. And you could put like a necklace through it or a string and wear it. Isn't it cute? I'm going to put this back in there for her. So she also bought some stones, some hematite, rainbow hematite stones that are magnetic. So she's like playing with these. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't see any more new. I can't see any of your questions because I don't think anyone's commenting. But oh yeah, okay, there we go. I also bought this. It's a beaded necklace, and it's just green and gold. It's a choker kind of. Not super choker, but it's like it's not super long. So this is cute, right? Sasha said that I should get this color. They had black and gold and black and silver and red, but I let her choose for me. She chose this. Then I got some, I don't know what this is. Oh, we got pendulums. She got this pendulum. It's an amethyst and has like it has these chakra colors on them. So she got that one. And I got this one. Ooh. So I think this is ceramic, and it's just, we were testing them out in the store. But we bought those. What else did I get? Is that it? I thought I got one more thing, but I think they might have put it back and I didn't get it. I thought they would have put it in there, but I guess they didn't know if I wanted it or not. So I also got some stones. This is serpentine. This is green gold stone. Isn't that pretty? And this is carnelian. So I got these three. And what else did I get? Oh, I think that's all from that store. Yeah. That's it from that store. I got some candles, some chime candles. And, you know, chime candles. So they were like 50 cents each. I just got like just a handful of chime candles. So these are here. So I'm not sure when it was, but I know it was sometime recently. Call it Record Store Day. Where people go to the record store and buy vinyl albums or records or whatever. I do that all the time, so it's not a big deal for me. But I did go to a record store in the city of Houston. And it's an old, well, it's not old, but it's been there for like 17 years. And I've never been in there until today. which is strange. So I usually buy my albums at like an antique shop or a place where they just sell old albums. We got a bunch. Y'all want to see? I found some good stuff. Ooh, y'all ready? Sorry about that noise. But. So still in the package, I got the Black Album by Jay-Z. The bills. So this one was $26. So I got the Black Album by Jay-Z. Had to get that. It hasn't even been opened. And some of the songs on there. December 4th, What More Can I Say? Encore, Change Clothes, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, Threat, Moment of Clarity, 99 Problems, Interlude, Justify My Thug, Lucifer, Allure, and My First Song. So those are the songs on the Black Album. One of my favorite albums by Jay-Z. Another album. Y'all know I had to get Beyonce. I can't get Jay-Z without Beyonce now. Come on. So I got the Lemonade album. And it hasn't been opened yet either. This one was $35.99. But I had to have it. I'm sure it comes with some interesting little book in there. I might open it soon. Maybe during this haul. I had to have that. Then I found some older stuff. I found Prince Batman or Bat Dance. Y'all remember this from the original Batman movie? And Prince did the soundtrack. So I bought the single. And there's Bat Dance on both sides. 2 different versions and mixes. And then 200 balloons. So I got that. They took the price off, but it wasn't super cheap, but it was, too cool. And then I got Sheila E. She was one of Prince's proteges. So this one is Love Bazaar, Sister Fate, and yeah. You could tell they were Prince proteges, of course. Just buy the clothing. The next one I got was Prince Paisley Park Records, Alphabet Street, and it's on both sides. I don't think they had the cover for this one, so I just got it in this clear cover. So got that. Next thing I got, Jay-Z again. Girl's Best Friend. I bought this one. This one is just an instrumental, and this is for demonstration only, not for sale. This is a demo. I got a Jay-Z demo. See? It wasn't for sale, but guess what? I bought it. I got that demo. Next thing I bought is Prince and the Revolution Kiss promotional copy, not for sale. But I got it. So this is another promotional copy that was not supposed to be for sale. And by Paisley Park. I know I got a lot of print, right? The next one I got was Vanity. You never see Vanity Records. So this was in there, and I bought it. And I got, let's see what song this is. Mechanical Emotion on one side and Pretty Mess on the other. So it looks old. This is original. So I got that too. And Last record, but definitely not least. Y'all know how to get mic. I got Invincible. And it comes with different albums. Bought them all. It's Invincible, baby. So, got those. Oh, and they had CDs as well as tapes in there. I ordered this from Amazon, so I didn't get this from there, but I got some record cleaning fluid because I got to clean them records, baby. Just in case there's something on there that I want. All right. So I found some tapes, and remember I told you guys I bought a tape player. So I do have a way to play my tapes. Let's see what's in there now. Oh, shoot. Y'all know who that was. I'm gonna get copyright. Y'all didn't hear that. So I bought Sadia Garrett. She, if y'all remember her, she was on y'all remember her? She actually was the songwriter for Man in the Mirror, and she sang it. And she also sang I Just Can't Stop Loving You on one of the concerts, as well as the album. So I got her album. It's still in the packaging. So, and this is called Kiss of Life. So, shout out to her. So this is the cassette tape. I also bought After 7, Can't Stop single. Y'all remember this? Can't stop, can't stop. This is a blast from the past, definitely. I used to sing this song all the time. And I saw it and I had to have it. It's a single. Then I bought, I don't even know what this is. Why did I buy this? This one hasn't been open either. But it's called Sugar Daddy. So y'all know how to get it. And it's the Thompson twins. And it's called Sugar Daddy. So I thought it would be interesting. I've never heard this before, but I'm getting ready to listen. Interesting. So Sugar Daddy, Queen of the USA. These are the songs that are on it. Remember, in just a bunch of different songs. Some of them, I need my reading glasses because the print is very small. And then I got Sheila E. Glamorous Life. Y'all remember that song? You know, Prince was back in the background singing it. So I got that. I got all these good tapes to listen to. And all those good albums, I got to clean them just in case they're dirty. I don't think they're going to be dirty, but I'll look at them and make sure they clean because I don't want to scratch them or anything. But yeah, so the 90s were the best. Yeah, I'm going to listen to this as soon as I get off of this live. Let me listen. So I was, since I was going into the like area of town where, you know, you don't have to dress so motherly, I wore my vintage purse. It's a little scratched, but this is like super old. It's like over 50 years old or more. So I used that. I just wanted to carry it. It's my patent leather vintage purse. It was cute. Snaps open. It held everything. Then we went to Voodoo Donuts after we went shopping, me and Sasha. And they gave us a free donut. They were so nice. They were like, I want to give you a free donut. The funny thing is, like, Voodoo Donuts, when we were pulling up to park, the ambulance and the fire truck was there. And they like rushed in and rushed to the back. I guess someone was having some issues. One of the employees or something. I don't even know. But I heard somebody said high blood pressure and something. But it was in the back that they were taking care of them, so it didn't disturb anybody or the customer. So I had to go get my donuts. Sasha wanted some donuts, so we went up there. And they had some interesting, cool names for the donuts. And I only ate one. And I took a bite of another one, but they're still sitting there in the kitchen. Probably eat them tomorrow, one for breakfast or something like that. They even had vegan donuts, but I'm not sure if it was all of them or not, but we usually just eat donuts anyway. Mm-hmm. What do I mean? I don't have to dress motherly. Like, we went to the side of town where people dress how they want. You know what I mean? Like, they're free. So you can dress whatever you want. We saw, like, it's just like more alternative ways to express yourself rather than look like everyone else. So we went and Sasha wore her little cosplay outfit. So she was able to express herself. She'll wear it over here too with no problem, but she felt more at ease and accepted because everybody else was not, cookie cutter. You know what I mean? We were like downtown, midtown area, artsy part of town. So people were just being them. She was amazed. She was like, I like it over here. No, not everyone tries to fit in and look exactly the same. Everybody's just their individual selves. We need to come out here more. I'm like, yeah, I know. We will. So, and when I say not dressing motherly, I mean I could dress how I want to dress and not have to dress like motherly. I could wear my stuff too, like however I want to look. I don't have to try to fit in and with the mothers, like this, like in the suburbs, So. He said, I had to get this jacket, y'all. This jacket was kind of expensive, but I had to get it. I'm like, a lot of people will say, oh, you wear used clothes or thrifted clothes, but some of these vintage items are very expensive. They're not all cheap. So I figure, if I went to the, nice department store, I couldn't find this. So I'm going to spend money on what I like and what I know I will wear. This looks good with a dress, pants, jeans, whatever. And it comes to the waist. It's a bolero jacket. I think it's like an authentic one. Gotcha. So I'm going to go listen to my music after I get off of here. Oh, let's see. Is there more in here? No, these are just the free magazines they had at the counter downtown. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in Houston, and it just gives you like places and cool stuff to do. They have this giant. These are kind of expensive feeling. It's like, oh, they were free. So I'm gonna look through these and see what they're about. You know how they have those free magazines that are for local stuff. Anyway, so I don't know, what was y'all's favorite part of the haul? How much was that total haul? A lot. I'm not trying to get no prices. But when I go out I don't look at prices. I just buy it if I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want it, I'm going to get it. But I'm not like outrageously spending. But if I want something, I'm gonna get it. Mhm. You know. But it's all things that I will cherish, and it's all things that I collect. So I collect vinyl albums, and I listen to them. Um, I will definitely wear this jacket a lot. So it was a good investment. You can wear this when it gets cold for fashion, whatever. I'm gonna listen to these tapes because I got a tape player. Definitely gonna wear the jewelry because I've already got it on. And this is the other piece of jewelry. I'll definitely wear this because it's pretty. And that's it. I'm gonna use my pendulum. This is gonna be decor in my room, so that's gonna get used just by being decor. And that's that. Isn't this cute? I might go back and get the black one. And I like the back. It has like this little cute dangly part that hangs. So in that store, okay, let me tell you all about the store. Not Sacred Heart. My Flaming Heart. So My Flaming Heart, it's like this. I like how they created the store. I like how they sectioned off things in different departments. Um, and I was trying to find my other favorite store, which is called the Wild Collection, but they were temporarily closed so that they can recreate and rebuild the store from the ground up. I don't know why, but maybe it's for this reason. So the store, My Flaming Heart. First of all, when you walk in, they have to unlock the door for you. I don't know if it's because of COVID or if it's because it's downtown, but yeah, they'll unlock the door for you. You knock on the door, they'll unlock it for you, or you call the number on the door if you know, and they'll unlock it for you. Um, and when you go in, there's crystals. There's hand sanitizer first, then there's crystals, and then there's like Indian jewelry and things like that, and then there's more crystals. So it's kind of like as you walk through each section, there's a crystal um, display that kind of cleanses you. I don't like spiritually or energetically, and then you walk to the next section, and it's like um, more, maybe Japanese or Chinese things, and then you could go, and then there's Mexican, Asian, like different Asian, like Indian, again, more Indian, African on this wall, on the back wall. Then there's like Egyptian, and then there's creepy dolls, and then there's Victorian, like um, section with like all the old pictures and trinkets from the old Victorian days, and then there's the vintage clothes. So each section, you could feel the different energies as you walk through. Thank you, Angie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So as you feel the different sections, like you could feel the heaviness on certain sections. And then like when you walk by or go away from that section, you feel lighter. So I could definitely feel the energy in that store. And so did Sasha. She said she did. And so I think a lot of stores are remodeling because a lot of people are more, I don't know, their frequency raised or something, and they can feel certain energies. And if your stuff is arranged in a way, the whole store can feel heavy on some people. And so I believe some stores have to restructure how they display certain things. Okay. Um, hmm I did film some of it, so I'll probably do a vlog and I'll show you. So y'all will see. Yeah. You said a whole 99 cents. Actually, there was nothing in there for 99 cents, but I wish. Actually, the candles were 50 cents each, the chime candles. So two, maybe $1. Um, but see, that's the cool thing. Like, if I can shop 99 cents at the Dollar Tree and then go spend $150 on a jacket because I'm not at Target trying to pretend like I'm something that I know, even though I do shop at Target. I'm not trying to pay $5 for something that costs $1. So I can go out and buy a velvet Michael Jackson style jacket with no problems. Um, that was my first time there. I saw it online today because I was looking to see if the other store that I wanted to go to was open, which was called the Wild Collection. And it was temporarily closed because they're remodeling it. So there were other stores suggested, and the Flaming Heart was one of them. And so I looked and I read the reviews, and then I said, well, it sounds like a good one. So I went. And I was very glad that I did because they had some really nice things. And then right around the corner, which is in walking distance, was that record store, and it was called Sigs, Sigs. And I did link the record store in the description below as well. So there was, it's a 2-story record store. So you can go upstairs and then there's a downstairs. They have collector's items. They had a Little Richard album for $800 or $500 or something like that. I was like, that must be the original. First, a Little Richard record. They had like a bunch of old records that were worth a lot of money. So if you're a real collector, you can, find some good stuff there. You said maybe 99 cents was cold. I don't even care anymore, y'all. Whatever makes y'all happy. But it's hard for me to get offended anymore. I'm just like, whatever makes you happy. I don't know where I got this from. Oh, I found this cool looking hook. And I'm gonna put my necklaces and stuff on there because the ones that I have, they're full, and I need another one. I got that at Family Dollar. Okay, for $1. That was yesterday. But doesn't it look like it's worth more than $1? See, I know how to shop, baby. Oh, somebody paid 99 cents? Well, I'm happy no matter what. So I'm appreciative of everything. Whatever. You should do a haul at the Pawn Star Shop TV show. They always have amazing. I know, right? Mm-hmm. My mom has that type of antique. She has that stuff. I have more of the weird stuff. She has more of the antique stuff. So, but I don't just buy everything. There's certain things that I collect that I really like, and that's what I usually spend my money on, which is albums, cool clothing pieces that I can wear forever and pass down to my kids that can be vintage or, whatever, classic style things, stuff that I'm going to decorate my home with, and collector's items are things that are going to be worth more in the future, like music and things like that. So you were just researching it. Okay. Well, I did link all the links below, so you can check that out. If you want to visit that store, if you live in Houston or visiting or wherever, you'll have somewhere to go. Hey. It reminds me, the part that I went to, it's sort of reminding me of 6th Street on Austin vibes. They're trying to make Main Street kind of like 6th Street on Austin, except there's a like a like a train that runs through it as well. So they're trying to do that, and I think it's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So I have not been like, I used to live downtown where, kind of where we were, and I used to go to school downtown when I was a lot younger. And it's changed a lot, but it's kind of nice now. It's way nicer now, and it's more eclectic now, which I like. Um, well, it was more midtown, but it's more eclectic than it was when I lived there. So that was fun to see. I think a lot of people are opening businesses, and a lot of people had to shut down, but a lot of people opened because of the new opportunity or the new available space. And it was so nice to see because I think if you guys saw my haul, like maybe last year, when Layla and I went to this art show or art crawl thingy at this place, and I bought a bunch of stuff. There was a guy that was selling cake, or he was selling cakes. He was like a baker, and he said he was just like working out of his kitchen. And I bought some of his cakes, right? And when I was downtown, I saw coming soon, and it was his logo and the name of his business on there. So he's opening his own bakery downtown now, not even a year later. So it just goes to show you, like, when you start a business and you keep going, you can definitely be successful. Because that was only a year ago, maybe a year and a half. But he was selling his cakes at one of those places where you rent a table and just set your stuff up. Like they're open every weekend, I think. And he just sat out there and sold his stuff until he is now getting ready to have a bakery in downtown Houston. How you doing? And I was so happy to see that because I supported his business and his cakes were really good. So um, he told me it was his grandmother's recipe, and that's nice to see. So anyway, gotta keep going. Um, you said you love a good success story. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I know that person because when I bought the cakes, I was actually talking to the person because um, I was like curious, like, do you have a bakery? Oh my God, this because they were giving out like little samples. Like, oh my God, do you have a bakery? I want to buy some cakes. Oh no, I don't have one yet. Or I'm this is in the startup stages, and now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a bakery. So sometimes when you just talk to people, and I was like, you need a bakery. You can't be selling your stuff at a table, sir. You need a bakery. So now he'll have one. That's so cool. Um, I forgot the name, but I know his logo. It's a bald dude, and like I forgot the name of it, but it's going to be on Main Street, I believe, or one of the adjacent streets. I don't know, downtown. Um. Hmm. So, but I'll look it up, but I can't remember it. Y'all know that I'm bad with names, but I remember the logo. I think it was called something cakes. Something cakes, right? Well, it's like the logo is like this black guy that's bald headed, and the background is like pink, and then it says something cakes. So I don't know if y'all. Anyway, did the shops make you wear a mask? Yes. they asked for you to wear a mask because the shop is not a big place, so in more confined spaces, they ask you to wear masks. But if it's like Walmart or, you know, Target or something, you don't got to wear no mask. But if it's like a small shop, they ask you to wear a mask because it's hard to stay 6 feet away from people in such a small, cramped area. So only those type of stores will ask you to wear a mask versus a big store. Hmm. You miss me decoding music? Oh my gosh. I have come to the point where I have stopped decoding music because it's automatically decoded for me. It was so strange. Like one day, everything automatically decodes itself now. Not everything, but the things that I know, and some things that I don't know, I'm still studying and learning. And I actually um, I help myself to see more, but I have the Patreon group Decoding with Ashera, and I just actually put out a post on there of a few words that I decoded. But I've been reading more and learning more because there's a lot that I did not know. And so that's what I'm doing now. And I don't want to, a lot of the stuff that I decoded prior to right now is on my Patreon, and it is linked below. And it's also on my old videos here. But until I have some more to just give, I want to wait and give y'all, good stuff. Um, what I am learning right now is I'm reading that Victorian Book of the Dead, and I'm seeing a lot of the customs in that era are actual code for certain things. So let me get to reading that, and I'll probably have a good video for y'all. Um, and it's so interesting. Like I was reading that book. I've had to pay Sasha to let me read to her. We have a funny relationship. She's like, I'm like, Sasha, can I read you some of these stories? She said, no, I'm getting ready to go to bed. You want to read me the Victorian Book of the Dead? I said, please. She said, okay, only if you pay me Robux, which is like money for her game. And so I said, okay, I get to read you 3 short, pieces. And she says, okay. So I let her choose. I gave her a choice. I said, okay, do you want to hear this story, or this story? I said, I don't know how many mothers have to pay their child to read them a bedtime story. And she said, I don't know how many mothers want to read their children bedtime stories based on death. I said, you're right. So that's why I'm paying you. And she said, okay. So I let her pick the stories. And one was called, I don't know, something was like eaten by rats. And these were all true stories, or not all of them, but these were from the newspapers, like back in the days when they were reporting things. So the eaten by rats was about this. It's kind of gory, so if you don't want to hear it, close your ears. But it tells you how people lived back then, and it was in New York City at the Bellevue Hospital during the 1800s, and it was a poor mother, and she gave birth, and since she couldn't afford the best medical care, the nurses and the doctors didn't really check on them too much, and the hospital was like overrun with rats, like with a rat infestation, and so the mother was so weak from giving birth she couldn't like pick up her baby, and like the rats ate her baby, basically her newborn, that night. And since was too weak and loss of blood and all those things to get up and shoo the rats away, the rats ate the child. So that was one of the bedtime stories that I had to pay Sasha to listen to. That's a good lesson to get your money up, okay? Back in those days. Couldn't be fancy and have a physician come to your nice home because you can pay one. I try to use lessons for everything. Y'all know me. Then there was another rat story. It was very similar. It was these twins were dropped off. I don't know if they were twins or just siblings. I can't remember. But they were dropped off at a children's home, and they were babies. They were just like little babies, right? And they were it's the same thing. They were put down for the night for sleep, and when they woke up, the rats had ate a lot of them. They had some gory details in there, which I don't know if y'all ready for that, but y'all know they were gory back then. So they ate those two babies like almost down to the bone, like separated appendages and all those type of things. So I don't know, did they not have exterminators back then, or maybe didn't have trash men back then, and like rats were just overpopulated and they did not have a way to keep them under control. I don't know, but they were a big problem back in those days. So sometimes, we don't realize how great we have it that rats aren't everywhere all the time. That many anyway. You said protein. You said rats be hungry. I know, like I would have figured it out. I would have found some type of, I mean, they were inventing stuff back then and weird machines to do weird stuff. I would have invented a rat killer or something. I don't know. A machine that was like keep rats from coming in. I don't know. Would I ever have another baby? I'm too old to have children. I'm old, baby. Like I'm past the age of childbearing, according to medical research. In Victorian times, people didn't bathe often. That it was a. I saw this old movie that was set in the Victorian days and the Victorian era. It was called Crimson Peak. Have y'all seen that? It's on Netflix. Check it out. Yeah, I think y'all would like it. The name of that book is called The Victorian Book of the Dead. I linked it on the last video I did on this channel. I linked it in the description bar on the last video I did for this channel. I got it on Amazon. I haven't even read all of them yet, but it's good. It's kind of, okay. If you remember Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, it's kind of like that, but for adults. And instead of stories only, it's mixed with stories, newspaper articles, and just like historical things about what happened back then, and it all has to do with death. So it's kind of like that. If you like, if it's an adult version, I would say not adult like bad or nasty, but like as far as attention span is concerned. You said I don't look it? Oh, well, thank you. I probably I'll probably show it again in a future video for y'all. But you said they literally throw their waste in the street. Yeah, so rats are everywhere eating all that trash and sewer and all that. I'm glad they created garbage trucks and garbage men, and you take some stuff for granted. Like, thank you, garbage men. Thank you, garbage trucks. Thank you, garbage cans. Like, for real. Like, be thankful and grateful and appreciative of people that take away the garbage. Okay. Because Without those people, it would stink and there would be rats everywhere. And probably poisoning and toxic waste and all that. Like reading something like that just makes you appreciate certain things that you just overlook and take for granted. Um, I was watching this show. I don't know what it was. It was on, I think it's a regular show, but I saw it on YouTube. And it was about people who were having to go back and live in like another age according to their ancestors and how much money their ancestors had. So they would look up their ancestors and they said, okay, they were wealthy or middle class or poor. And they would have to live their ancestors' life according to what they found. So there was 3 families and one of them had to live poor and they were kind of spoiled. They had a teenage daughter and it was just them 3, the mother, father, and the teenage daughter. Um, the mother and the father couldn't find work, the ancestors. So the daughter had to go and be a maid, a scrub maid somewhere for 12 hours a day. And she was only 17. And then there was another family who were not super rich in the modern time, but their ancestors, they had servants and they was living upper middle class. So they got to actually live in a nicer house and have servants. And it was weird because back in those days, it was like the Victorian days or the Edwardian days or something like that. The kids were not allowed to like fraternize with the parents. They were away all day in a nursery with like their governess or whatever. And so the mom and dad were getting sad because they couldn't see their kids all day. I miss my babies. And the kids were only given an hour a day and they would have to present something that they did or to show their parents or whatever, while they were not with them. And then they would be dismissed. So the family was having a hard time dealing with not being close to their kids or their family. And so they like saying, forget this. I'm not getting ready to live like this. Because the kids couldn't eat with them at dinner or anything. So they went back to the regular way of living while they were still in the old, house and stuff like that. So it was just really weird how so many people live different. If you were like a servant, it means you were poor. And if you broke a dish or something, they would take it out of your pay, which would usually be the whole week. So if you broke something, you basically have to work a free week. I'm like, I would have been like a criminal back then because I ain't gonna do that. Sorry. That's probably why there was so much crime. Because I ain't finna scrub your toilet. And if I break a teacup, I gotta do this for a week for free. No, ma'am. Anyway, that's probably how crime got started, like so bad. Because sorry, but that's just I'm being honest. Like I couldn't do that. I'm not getting ready to be no scrub maid. And if I break a dish, you will never know because I won't tell you. If you say you did, your husband did it. He just don't admit it. I will lie. I will. Anyway, you said, and no, you don't do crime. I would have been a criminal back then because y'all know I'm not going to work 12 hours a day every day. But maybe they got a day off and accidentally break something and then have to work a free week. Nope. Maybe. It does make you have gratitude. Yes. So finally, I don't know. It's like British TV or something. I don't even know. But finally, the 2 parents got a job, so the teenage daughter did not have to work all by herself. Or somebody got a job. I don't know. Maybe she brought her friend on or something. I don't know. I can't remember. You said, and no, you do not do crime. I would be like, I mean, there was, the United States was founded by crime. So, it is what it is. Now, who knows? Crime does and doesn't pay sometimes. Crime is only bad if you get caught. That's what they should say. Crime is a crime only if you get caught. Isn't that right? Now, I'm not condoning criminal activity of any sort, but I'm just saying some people have to do certain things to survive. Because they did not have 3-month eviction notices. If you didn't have the rent that week, you was out on the street. So if you were living paycheck to paycheck, you can't afford to lose a week's pay for breaking a stupid teacup. So you got to do what you got to do. Okay, anyway. Glad we don't live back in those days, right? It was easy to poison people in those. I know. Like, I was reading in that book, like, a lot of the chemicals that they used on the fabrics back in the day had arsenic in it. So, I guess they didn't know it was poison. I think they knew it was to an extent because they said physicians did not recommend wearing certain fabrics for too long or for a long period of time. Oh, you have only 4 hours to wear that dress before you start getting symptoms. I'm like, what? Fashion is not that important, okay? I can't wear this hat all day, just a couple of hours before I start getting dizzy. Okay. People were probably walking around high because they didn't take off their clothes when they were supposed to. I don't know. It just seems weird. You said you would have stayed naked. So that's what, like, the kind of information I'm getting from that Victorian Book of the Dead. It's like it's kind of good because you're like, dang, I'm glad I can wear toxic free clothes. Just the little things that you take for granted. I'm glad my jewelry is toxic free and I don't have to worry about keeling over. So anyway, that's probably why they really were into death back then, because everything they touched and did and ate off of and wore was poison. So everybody was just dying. So death became fashion because, like, everybody kept dying because people were putting poisonous things on their bodies or eating poison or drinking from poisonous cups. And every time someone turned around, somebody was dropping dead. I'm like, dang, y'all should have researched that first. I think that's why they had to develop, like, animal testing and all that, labs and stuff to test the stuff before they sell it to the public. Before they just started making stuff and sold it. So we do have it good, and yeah. Oh, and I always talk about this when I get vinyl albums. Like, I like vinyl because the frequency of the vinyl when it's playing, because the diamond needle is rubbing against the carbon on the on the vinyl album, and it releases a higher frequency than when you're listening to it on digital or CD or cassette. They had, if you research online, it'll show you the frequency of the music when it's on vinyl, cassette, CD, and digital. The lowest is digital. So the lowest frequency is on digital. So even if you're looking for an album online that's streamed, you're not going to have as high of a frequency from listening to it than you would if you had gotten vinyl. So if you would invest in a little record player, and there's so many vinyl records, like they're everywhere. They're not hard to find. You can buy them online. You can buy them on Poshmark. They're in thrift stores everywhere. They even have new vinyl albums of modern artists, so you could get maybe just a couple of favorites that you like. So I would definitely invest in that if you use music for raising your frequency, or just if you want to have a higher frequency while listening to music, get you some vinyl. And I feel so much better after listening to vinyl albums. It's like a whole mood. And I like the scratching sound of the vinyl at the beginning. It's like so nostalgic. They got modern day all music. I told you. You must came in late. I got the Black Album by Jay-Z. I got Lemonade by Beyonce. They had Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, Drake. So I'm gonna open this because I want to know what's in it. It's Beyonce. This is unopened. I'm gonna open it. Oh. So, whoa, there's a little book inside. So when you open it up, there's a book. And there's Beyonce. And there's two pockets. Front pocket has a tree with this hanging Spanish moss. And what is that? This looks weird. Anyway. Ooh, y'all, it's yellow. And I know you can't see it, but when you put it into the light, it's like marbleized. Like it looks like marble. Like y'all can't see it. It looks like solid yellow. Let me see if I can take a picture of it. But it's marbleized. See? That's what it looks like when you hold it up to the light. So it looks like, but when you take the light, it just looks yellow. Isn't that cool? So see if it has to be scent. No. You know, some people get fancy. I don't know. Scented records. That's what I do. Like when it plays, it smells good. I'll put that in there too. You know, I'm a little extra. I'm like, I gotta play this. It smells good when you play it. Uh-oh. I don't want to get up to get that, but I'll get it later. Okay, so the next one, there's two. So this one has the sun on this side and this one doesn't. So I guess that's what that was. One had the sun and one didn't. Okay. It's another, it's the same. Yellow. So side D and C. It's a double album. And the inside is yellow, like where the sleeve is. I think I'm putting it in the wrong way. And then the book. And this is the back. It's her hair and her side profile. Ooh, pictures. Oh, who'd have thought? Like this wasn't gonna be no pictures. Oh shoot. Beyonce, what you doing? They had the Homecoming album set. It was thick. It was $80, $90, $80 or $81 or something like that. But it was almost $100. So it's a visual album, literally. That's a weird picture. It looks like some kind of ritual up in there. Now she's gonna do the skeleton key ritual. Uh-oh. She came too slow. And that's the back or the end of the pictures. So, lemonade. I have this on Tidal. And if you get it on Tidal, it comes with the video as well, like the whole movie. So you get the visual album and the music. You said you missed CDs. They had a bunch of CDs too. But see, I don't like CDs because I have a bunch of them. But they always got scratched, and when you bump, because it's portable, and when you bump, like it skips and all that kind of stuff. So, like when CDs first came out, yes, I was alive because I'm old, and you had your little CD player, or you were in your car. If you went over a bump, the CD would skip, or if you hit, accidentally touched the boombox, the CD would skip, or you'd scratch it or something like that, right? So I'm like, tapes were better because they don't skip or whatever. So I didn't really like CDs. Like I prefer albums where you have to sit at home and listen to them, or tapes that don't bump and skip. I do have CDs. I have a CD collection, but not a big one. I'm probably pretty sure I have more vinyl albums than I do CDs. So, You said Beyonce's always giving game keys and telling the truth. Yeah, I want to see what this Black album is now. Now that I saw Beyonce, I wonder what Jay-Z done put in this Black album. You want to see what's in this one? Here. It's black and white. Got two sides. And there's two albums. It's not as fancy as Beyonce, but there are some pictures. Ooh, Jay-Z. All the pictures of your girlfriend. Ooh, he done told on himself. All them. Let me name a few. See who's on here. I see Aaliyah, Beyonce. Who's that? Queen Latifah. Trying to see all the women that are on here. Missy Elliott. That's all the women that I see on here. There's a lot of people on here. I'll just hold it up close so y'all can see who's on. A lot of these people dead. Anyway, I don't see Michael Jackson on here. Or do I? Didn't look hard enough. Oh. Okay, no. But anyway, this will come in there. So this is what the album looks like. It's black, of course, because it's the Black Album. And there's two of these. And this is the album he put out before he quote unquote retired from rap. Then he came back because the music was not so good. It was like, where's Jay-Z? So he had to come back. But that was what he put out before he supposedly retired. Jay-Z said he worked with the spirits. Yeah. He sure does. So I'm getting ready to go listen to all of these. Well, not all of them, but some of them. See what they sound like. Some of the ones I haven't heard. So do y'all have any questions about my haul? Y'all, if y'all are coming in late, I did get some tapes too. Good old tapes back in the day. Oh, I didn't even open some of these tapes. You could tell they spent money on a tape back in the day if they had the lyrics in it. This ain't got no lyrics. Cheap. That's how you could tell when they spend money. And you know, the sad thing is, like, they would spend all this money to produce this, physical copy of a tape or an album. And the artist would only get like 5 cents off of it, or 4 cents. And like an album would be like $20 or $10. I don't know how much it cost back then. But like, they would only get like $1 if it was expensive, or 4 cents per album. And the record label and company would make all the money off of them. So that's why digital music came out, because you could make more money on music as an artist if you didn't have to produce anything physical to sell, manufacturing costs and all that kind of stuff. I think Prince was the first person to sell his music online. So he was pretty smart. Then everybody else started doing that. I got a bunch of Prince vinyls. I got some promo copies too. That was only for promotion. not for sale, but I got it. I have the Kiss promotional album that wasn't supposed to be for sale. I got that. And I got another one, Alphabet Street. And I got some other stuff too. I have a Jay-Z promotional album too. Why do you think they call it a master? Well, like if you look at streaming, it'll have like a little M, or it says masters. And then if it doesn't have it, I think either it means this master's copy or they own their own masters. I'm not sure. But you'll have some songs that say it and some songs that don't. So I'm thinking the ones that say masters on it, I don't think that they own their own masters on that particular, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Y'all could tell me probably better than I could tell y'all. Y'all can tell me because I don't know. I think it means they don't own the masters. I could be wrong. Because I know that like Prince, he re-recorded a lot of his music that Warner Brothers was, had the masters of. And that would be the only way he could stream or sell or play that music was if it was re-recorded. And I think it didn't say masters on it, or I don't know. But that would be easy if you just always did concerts, just record the concert or re-record it. I don't know. I would. Mm-hmm. Trying to read some of these comments. Have you heard of Record Store Day? Great deal. I heard of it just yesterday, but I go to record store all the time. But I heard about it yesterday. I don't know. You said the Masters is the first and original version of the song. So, yeah, finalized version of the song. I don't know whether it means. Well, I didn't know if it meant something like if the artists own their own masters or not. So I don't know. I'm not that educated in that type of thing. Mm-hmm. This is your first live you've seen me in a while. Hey, I'm back. So I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I was just trying to do a quick haul and stuff and get in and get out. You like my jacket? I got this as well. I bought this today. It's so soft. It's velvet. I think this was just waiting for me. It was the only one. Yeah, yesterday. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. I don't look at the date anymore. It's pretty sad, isn't it? What is today? The 27th. Okay, so 2 days ago was the Michael Jackson day that stopped and broke the internet. Oh, yeah. Yesterday was the anniversary of the first celebrity to break the internet. With people searching their name. Mhm. Mhm. When is Record Store Day? I don't even know. I guess I should look that up. Huh? I think there's a list online because I saw it when I was looking up the name of the record store that I went to of the participating record stores in your city. Hmm. Let's see what day it is. Did it pass? I thought it already passed. I can't remember. June 12th. It's been passed. So I guess I missed it. But I shop for records all the time, so I don't care. The last one is in July. There's another one. I don't really care because I'll buy them all year long. It doesn't matter what day. What I need is storage now for, I need boxes for my album. Or I should just, maybe I can put them under my little table down there. There's one in July. Okay. You missed the music stores? I know. Like I remember when I was a little girl in the 80s, the early 80s. I'll go to record store with my sister, my mom, and they'll be in there looking at albums. I don't know what I'd be doing. Probably running around acting silly. But I remember them. There used to be a lot of them. Hmm. I remember the ones from the 90s, of course, but those were mostly buying tapes and stuff. So I remember the old ones. I watched this movie. I don't know, it was funny to me, but it was also a good message. This is not the type of movie I would normally watch, but since Eddie Murphy was in it, I watched it. It's called Dolomite. Basically, it was the life story of Dolomite character and how he was like this washed up uh, musician, and then he became a comedian and developed a character that was like a pimp and stole all his, not stole all of it, but got a lot of his material from homeless, winos, and became like this comedy sensation. And he recorded his own album, and no one would sign him. So he sold it out of his trunk until somebody realized how popular it was and then signed him. And then after that, he wanted to make his own movies, and no one would fund him. So he got the people that funded his album to give him some money, and they made a movie. It was just cool how they had all the shortcuts and how people kept telling him he couldn't do something, but he started doing it anyway. And he kept doing it, and no one believed in him. And he was just like, I don't care, I'm doing it. And then before you know it, his movie was like on the big screen. So, but Eddie Murphy Eddie Murphy played the character so good. Y'all have to see it. You said it seems like Master P. Yep. Self-made. That's like, I really feel that people who are self-made is because they don't listen to other people as far as what they can't do. They just do it. Mm-hmm. Even if you fail, at least you know what not to do the next time. So, mhm. You said, and they had the headphones hooked up to all the music that they offered. But that was a good movie. Like, I'm live. Uh, mhm. That was a good movie. Make them say, uh-huh. And they had headphones. Hmm. I got the okay. Sorry, that's why I usually go live in my office. Hmm. Anyway, so I'm gonna go play my music. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one, Sprinkle. And I all the stores that I mentioned and did the haul from um, are linked in the description bar, and I'll try to also link them in the comments and pin them to the top so y'all can see it. All right. See y'all later.